Hello friends, and welcome back to our basement workshop. My wife Jenny recently created a Druid character for an upcoming D&D campaign, and we've started working on an outfit so that she can also portray this character on future Faire adventures. So, sit back and enjoy the build process. To start with, I suppose that I should apologize for the fact that I forgot to film the first few steps, which include cutting out the pattern from Redbird Trade and taping it together, tracing the pattern onto the hide, and then cutting out the individual pieces. It's all just as easy as it sounds, so perhaps you'll forgive the oversight. With the pieces cut out, the next step is punching holes for the stitching and the laces. I used a 1.5mm punch for the stitch holes and a 1/4 inch punch for the lace holes. With the holes punched, I then used my knife to cut the notches on the top and bottom edges of each piece to simulate tree bark. Next, I wet the leather with a sponge to prepare it for engraving. This is called casing the leather. I placed the pattern over each piece and then traced the wood grain with a stylus. I probably could have called it done after tracing, but I decided to use my swivel knife to cut the wood pattern into the leather. I bought the lightest brown dye that I could find for this project, but I made a couple of errors with the application. The first error was applying the dye with this dauber. To get the dye into all the cracks, creases, and cuts, I had to use a lot of it, and this caused that light brown to get pretty dark. Oops. Still, it dried a pretty good color. I allowed the pieces to dry overnight and then burnished all of the edges. I normally use a little bit of beeswax and a burnishing tool or slicker. The friction melts the wax and gives the edges a nice smooth look. Next, I stitched the pieces together. Hand stitching is easy enough, but it doesn't make for exciting video, so I'll just give you a little bit of it here. I used antiqued brass grommets on all of the lace holes to reinforce them. This is where I made the second error. I completely forgot to add a resist or sealant coating to the dyed leather before using my antiquing gel on it. The gel settles into the cracks and really enhances them, but because I forgot the resist, it soaked in instead and darkened the leather quite a bit. Not enough to ruin the piece, but darker than I had intended. Oops again. For the record, I am absolutely a novice leatherworker. Finally, I added some green suede cord to lace the 3 large pieces together. Jenny's pretty pleased with the final product, and I learned a few lessons along the way. We're planning to add some additional leafy pieces like a belt, a pair of bracers, and whatever else strikes our fancy. As always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave us a like and let us know in the comments. And until next time, take care of yourselves and may all your adventures be fulfilling.